lovelies, how are you this morning? I've had a special request yesterday to make a buffalo keychain. So that's what we are doing today. Hope you enjoy. We will need grey and black 4-ply yarn, pins and needles, some stuffing, a pair of scissors, a pair of safety eyes. I've painted these to have a little bit of glitter so they stand out from the black background, a stitch marker, a keychain and pliers to attach the keychain. Let's get started on the ears. Piece of glitter on my hand. Let's get started on the ears. Magic ring and 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, a picot stitch and 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into the top of the double crochet and another picot, 1, 2, 3 chains and slip stitch into the same stitch and 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. And slip stitch into the first chain. Knot the 2 tails together to secure them because we're going to do this no sew. The only part of the buffalo that will be sewn on is going to be the horns. Speaking of which, the horns, there's going to be a little bit of a difference with this magic ring. So leave a long tail for this magic ring. And do 4 single crochet stitches into this magic ring. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now as you pull your magic ring tight, make sure that the yarn, the tail, is outside of your work. Where the magic ring is typically inside, here it's going to be outside. And we're going to do 2 rows of 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so that is row 2 done. We're going to do 1 more row of 4 single crochets. Let's just get it right. They do tend to curl up on themselves when it's so small. And for row 3 it's also going to be 4 single crochet stitches. One, 2, 3 and 4. Row 4 we're going to do 3 single crochets, 1 increase. It's 1, 2 and 3. increase. Be careful not to go into the other stitches as I almost did. So now you have 5 single crochet stitches. For the 5th row we are going to do 5 single crochet stitches all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Like I said, do not go into the next stitch or into another stitch because it's really easy to catch them by accident. Okay, and for row 6 we're going to do 4 single crochet stitches and 1 increase. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, increase. And now for rows 7 to 9, it's just going to be 6 single crochet stitches all the way around. And it's 6 single crochet stitches for 3 rows. Okay, for row 10 we are going to do a sequence of 1 single crochet, 1 increase, a total of 3 times. 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So now we have a total of 9 stitches. For rows 11 to 13, that is 3 rows, we are going to do 9 single crochet stitches all the way around. So it is going to be 3 rows of 9 stitches. Okay, row 14 is going to be 1 single crochet and 4 decreases. Row 15 is going to be a mirror of the first rows. So what we're going to do is 1 single crochet and then 4 increases. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now 3 rows of 9 single crochet stitches. That is from row 16 to row 18, 9 single crochet stitches all the way around. For row 19 I'm going to do a sequence of 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, a total of 3 times. So just 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, and 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. Then from rows 20 to 22, that is 3 rows, we're just going to do 6 single crochets all the way around. Be careful not to skip stitches or to add stitches at this point. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Row 23 is going to be 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and a decrease. Row 24 is going to be 5 single crochet stitches, and then rows 26 row 26 is going to be 3 single crochets, and 1 decrease, and then rows 27 to 29 is going to be 4 single crochet stitches all the way around. Again, be careful not to go into any of the other stitches, or you will have a difficult time on the next row. So it's 3 rows of 4 stitches each. Or if you don't want to count the rows, count the stitches, it's going to be 12 stitches for 3 rows altogether. And 4 more stitches to go. 1, 3 and 4. Slip stitch into the next stitch and leave a long enough tail. And set the horns aside, and let's get started on the face. Going to do a slip stitch, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then from the second chain from the hook you're going to do 4 single crochet stitches. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then in the last stitch we're going to do 3 single crochets and turn the corner and work on the opposite side of the chain, and 1, 1, 2 and 3, and 1, 2. Okay, So now we have 12 stitches. Just mark the last one. The second row is going to be 1 increase and 3 single crochet stitches. Three increases, three single crochets, and 2 increases. You should now have a total of 18 stitches. Row 3 is going to be 2 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase, 1, increase all the way around for a total of 24 stitches. Okay, just pull up your working yarn and set it aside for a while, and then pick up the tail from the chain. This is a trick I learned from a lady who was in the stall next to me at one market a few years ago. She made crochet baby clothes and booties, and this is what she did to avoid this gap on the booty or on the sole part of the booty. So I figured, okay, this is a technique that could work for amigurumi as well. So what she did is she just sewed from one stitch to another stitch, almost like climbing a ladder. That's how she explained it to me. From one side of the chain to the next side of the chain. And this will close the gap so no stuffing will show through. And just slightly pull it tight. Do not pull it so tight so that it makes a buckle. But see, there's no more holes between the chains. And you can now weave away the tail. Okay, let's carry on. For rows 4 to 5, it's just going to be 24 single crochet stitches all the way around. It's 2 rows of 24 stitches. For row 6, we are going to do a sequence of 2 single crochets, 1 decrease, a total of 6 times. 1, 2, decrease all the way around to have a total of 18 stitches. Okay, so we're going to change colors to black. Now the last stitch is a decrease stitch, but instead of going into the front loop as I usually do, I go into the back loop to finish the decrease stitch. Sorry about that. I cut my grey yarn and pick up the black yarn. Pull it tight. And make a knot. I hope it's going to rain. We really need it here. Okay, so for the 7th row, it's going to be 1 single crochet, 1 increase. You're going to repeat the sequence 6 times. 1 increase, 1 increase, 1 increase, 1 increase, 1 4 and 5, 1 and increase. You should have 6 single crochet stitches left. I'm going to do 5 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and instead of going into this stitch, we're going to work into the front loop we left unworked in the previous row. And finish the row. That is one of the invisible color change techniques that I like to use. Okay, for row 8 we're going to do 2 single crochets, 1 increase. We're going to repeat it 6 times. 1, 2, increase. I think this bee or wasp is trying to build a nest somewhere. I'm going to have to find it. Increase, 1, 2, increase, and then 6 single crochet stitches to end the row. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And you should have 30 stitches. For row 9 we're going to do a sequence of 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, increase. We're going to do this all the way around. 1, 2, 3 and 4, increase. to have a total of 36 stitches. For rows 10 to 11, it's just going to be, rows 10 to 12, it's going to be 36 chains all the way around. So 10 to row 12, 36 stitches all the way around. Okay, let's place our safety eyes. Now if you draw an imaginary line from the tip of the nose all the way upwards, you can see more or less where you want to put the eyes. And if you're happy with them, you can put the washes in the back. And now use a stitch marker and the eyes as a guide to where you're going to place the ears. So I want the ears more or less in line with the eyes. So I'm going to mark the stitch and the stitch. I've seen the photos on Google and on Pinterest. Buffaloes, they have very droopy ears, so that's what I'm going for. Okay. For row 13, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, grab one ear and put it wrong side facing downwards, and attach it with a single crochet stitch. And then we're going to single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 stitches on. Grab the other ear, also wrong side facing downwards. Put your hook through the ear, through the stitch where you marked, pull up a loop and attach the ear with one single crochet. And then we carry on with the row as normal. I'm just going to remove the mark where I marked the ears. And you should still have 36 stitches at the end of this row. plain row of 36 single crochet stitches all the way around. For row 15, we're going to repeat the sequence of 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the decrease to the end of the row so that we have 30 stitches. So that is 4 single crochets all the way around, decrease. For 4 single crochets, decrease all the way around for a total of 30 stitches. Row 16 is going to be a sequence of 3 single crochets, 1 decrease all the way around. It's 1, 2 and 3, decrease all the way around for a total of 24 stitches. For row 17, we're going to do a sequence of 2 single crochets, decrease all the way around to have a total of 18 stitches. 1, 2, decrease all the way around. Properly stuff the head before we move on to row 18. Row 18 is going to be a sequence of 1 single crochet, 1 decrease all the way around for a total of 12 stitches. 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. Be careful not to catch some of the stuffing or it will poke through. Okay, row 19 is our last row, and it's just going to be 6 decreases all the way around. Sew the hole shut. I've slightly overstuffed the head, so that is why we are seeing some of the stuffing poking through. Do not overstuff, especially when it is black yarn, because the white stuffing will always show through. Just close the gap. And here's a little trick if you do overstuff. Just sew through the last row stitches and the previous row stitches. And there you go. That is a little cheat, or a hack if you want to call it that, to avoid holes when you are a beginner, or to fix the holes if you already have them there. use the same yarn to embroider the nostrils. And now for the horns. Remember the tails were left for the horns. Now this is what we're going to be using for the shaping, or to make the curve. Just weave your needle one stitch, one row, all the way to the center of the horns. Do the same on the other side. And now we're going to control how we tighten the horns. Once you are happy with how they look, just wrap one of the tails around the center part, wrap the other one in the opposite direction, and make a knot. And now we're going to pin the horns to the head. Make sure it's nice and centered. And now your buffalo should look something like this. Choose any one of the two strands. And start sewing the horns in place. Now that the horn is secure, we can hide the tails. I'm going to knot it with the black yarn I embroidered the nose with. And now all that is left to do is to attach the keychain. Just work the link between the stitches. Make sure that the link is secure. And there we have it, a little buffalo. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.